Here's a quick video on how you can use GA4 to track which pieces of content are actually mapped to conversions on your site. So what we're going to do first is create the events which define conversions. So you probably have conversion events such as booking a demo or signing up for a freemium product for your SaaS business. And so what we're going to do in GA4, once you've had this set up, is go to admin and then click on events. From here, you're going to go ahead and click on create event, and you're going to go click create. Here, you're going to put in the name of the conversion event that you have. So for example, if it were book a demo, you might do book demo or call it a sign up or whatever you want. Once you've done that, you can leave this as is, event name equals, and here we're going to put in page view. So we're essentially telling it that this event is going to be triggered when someone visits a page. And now the question is like, what is that page? So over here, we're going to put in page location. And now you're going to do something along the lines of contains and put in the path to that page. So typically for some sort of conversion event, the URL is going to change. So in our case with letter drop, if I go to our demo page and I type in something here and I click on book a demo, you'll see that it takes me to this request access page. And so what I can put in here is request access. And so anytime someone goes to a page which has request access in the path, this demo event is going to be triggered. I also have a sign up flow. We also have a sign up flow here, which has get started in it. And so we would also create another conversion event, but instead of request access, we would get started here instead. So you could create two events, separate events or as many as you want really, for the different conversion events you have. For each of these conversion events, you want to ascribe some sort of value to it, possibly. So you can click on add modification. And then in here, what I like to do is perhaps put in one modification, which is currency. I'll call it USD or Bitcoin or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's for your own reference. And over here, under the second parameter, we're going to put in value. And so this is the actual value you want to ascribe to this conversion event. So maybe booking a demo is a higher value event because you actually get to talk to a sales rep than signing up for a free trial. So you can associate some sort of value to it. Ideally, you'd have revenue numbers in here, but I think that's very complicated for a lot of SaaS companies since pricing varies from company to company. There's variable pricing, all that kind of stuff. So as a marketing team, you should just decide what a type of lead is worth and give them some sort of value here. So you can give it 10 or 1, just keep it consistent. Once you're done, you can go ahead and click create, and you'll have these kinds of events over here. So you can see that I already have book demo and sign up created. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete this since I already have my events. So now that you have these events, you actually have to make them count as conversions because you have lots of types of events, but you care specifically about conversions. So we're going to go to conversions now. And you're going to click on new conversion event, and you're going to type in exactly what you typed in earlier. So book demo or sign up, whatever you call the event, and click on save. Once you're done with that, you'll see that you have this little toggle, and you can set it to true to say that, hey, like we want to count this as a conversion event. So booking a demo and sign up are conversion events. So I set this up yesterday, and you can see that we've had 12 signups in the past, whatever, call it 12 to 18 hours. So that's what you can see over here. So now you have your conversions set up. It'll take some time for this data to populate because you actually need some conversions to come in. It's not all real time. And now what we need to do is try to figure out, okay, like how do we think about reports? So we want to understand which pages on our site are very valuable and which pages are visited by somebody who eventually converts by either booking a demo or signing up. do that, what you're going to do is go to Explore and click on Start a New Exploration. And then now you're going to configure this exploration so that you have a table that tells you that information that you need. You can go ahead and name this exploration over here. You can choose the date range for this over here. I think GA4 only goes back to the past quarter or 3 months. And so if you need anything longer than that, if your sales cycle was longer, you would need to export this data into BigQuery or somewhere else for you to analyze it separately. So we're going to look for under segments. We're going to filter this down to just the segment of sessions where there is a conversion event. So click on Add Segment, click on Session Segment, and then over here, you're going to select your conversion events. So you're going to select, in my case, book demo, and I want this to happen when a person either books a demo or, and click the or button, signs up. So I'm counting both of those as a conversion event, and then I can go ahead and click on Save and Apply. So let's go ahead and name it just for clarity. And so we're going to call it conversion sessions. So these are sessions of conversions. And then we're going to click on dimensions, click on the plus, and under here we're going to search for page title. So we just essentially want to see the page title and screen name. So we're going to see all of the pages. Click on import. And then under metrics, we want to count the number of times someone's visited these pages under the sessions where there's a conversion. So we're going to search for event count. Select event count, click on import. And so now what we're going to do is, okay, we have the segments, which are just sessions which have conversions in them. In terms of rows, we're going to just double click this or drag and drop it. So you have page title and screen names in your rows. In terms of the columns, we want to measure the event count. So I'm going to click on that as well. And there you go. So now we can see pages over here. We can see event count in terms of visitors, and we can tell what pages people have visited before they get to a conversion. So hopefully that was helpful, and you now know how to figure out which pages actually contribute to conversions on your site.